the way. I'm sorry to whoever's managing the timer. Anyway, without further ado, I will get started. And here we go. This game is very fast-paced. There is a lot of stuff going on in a very short period of time. There's no way I just tried that. What the hell? I normally reset for that like 10 times before getting it once. Okay, man. I'm going for Note Block Glitch. Okay, that's an insane start. That's actually an insane start. Ignoring the missed exit course. So what I did right there is a quiz house in this game, and activating that first flag in that level will, for whatever reason, it activates the warp to change and take you to the Sea of Connection, which is how you get to course 10 later in the run. If that means nothing to you, that's perfectly fine, just know I need to go to course 10 later. Wow, that was very janky movement. And it was an intentional design choice to make it so that that checkpoint changes the warp. Anyway, that's all I do in C3. What the heck was that? Okay, I have never done that in my entire history of running this game. Jeez, man. Okay. So, anyway, normally people do 2 stars in C3. I swap 1 out for a star later. Unfortunately, you can't just cut C3 out of the route. That sucks. You can't just cut C3 out of the route because that ball star is just way too fast. So I go there for exactly 1 star before leaving. And then I go to C2. This game has some weird stuff where overworld stuff will be act-specific, which means on this 3rd star, I'm going to have to choose Act 2 instead of Act 3, which is a little weird to get used to, but you will notice that I swapped the Act 2 for that. That is why. The reds and the door to course 7, which is my next target, will not be there unless I pick Act 2 or Act 4 or 6, but I'm not unlocking Act 4 or 6, so just Act 2. And I should probably mention, this game was made over the course of 2016 pretty much, came out very beginning of 2017. Because of that, it is jam-packed with 2016 memes, and you'll especially see that in the second overworld. But also just with some of the song choices, like We Are Number One. This is just the 2016 game. And it will probably give you some flashbacks you did not want to get. Am I gonna drown? No, I'm good. Okay. With that, good, I did choose Act 2. And this level is course 7. It is probably going to be very familiar to a good portion of you. It is a remake of the first course from SM74 called Dice Fortress. And this star sucks. This star has a lot of invis walls. It's kind of just a roulette wheel, to be honest. Hopefully we're not going to hit any of them, but it'd be kind of a funny showcase if I hit one. No invis. Hog. Very good. Yeah, like I said, this is a SM74 remake, and in general, this is the same structure, relatively same star placements as the original, and a funny little Easter eggy thing thrown in the stage is that the second half is 74 EE, and the infamous star You Can't Find Me is going to be on this run. Yeah, that star's really satisfying M6. Unfortunately, I kind of whiffed the movement. It's fine. Worth noting that world record pace is basically already dead, so I'm just gonna lock in and focus on the commentary now because I don't really care anymore. Despite the fact that I had a world record tier BLJ in beginning split. We're gonna have some fun instead of just going for world record. Yeah, right here, this is the EE section of the stage, really? This is why you don't play Mario without warming up. My angles and frames are just completely out of whack. Anyway, finally, 7 stars into the 41-star speedrun, you will be seeing Course 1. And it is a very difficult, very glitchy stage. If you have not seen the stage, or the star that I'm about to do, I have quite an explanation for you. Because this is going to break some of your minds. So right there, what I did is called a Chucky a wrong throw, I believe. And, wow, get up there, dude. Essentially, something about using a different model for the Chucky makes it so that it throws you to where the Chucky spawns instead of where it grabbed you. And because of that, it will take you all the way back up there, and with the very specific movement I did to manipulate the Chucky down the cliff, that ends up just up-warping me. Which, I went for the wrong star here. That's not going to matter for marathon purposes, but my splits are now screwed. It's worth noting that also this level has a lot of overlap with Night of Doom, which you just watched. KT the legend just crushed his time in that. So shoutouts to KT, that was a really impressive run, dude. This is the other SR2 game. This was made afterwards because Brodude made a game called To the Moon demo. He never released it because he just ended up using all the levels elsewhere. And people are like, wow, where's TTM? You never finished it. So he made it into a game, and that's part of the reason why it's so memey. Also, there's a lot of commentary in this game towards Kaizo players, because Kaizo players were very mean to Brodude when he released Nod. So there's quite a lot of chaos going on in this game. It was made at a very funny time, and it has a lot of funny commentary because of that. You will not witness this star in this run, but this star has this hack has a great feature where in the parallel version of this course, it's actually, I'll just wait till I get to that course. I'll wait till I get to that course. I'm not going to talk about it now. I feel like that's a spoiler to anyone who hasn't seen the game. So I guess stick around for course 4. It's like the second to last stage, so sorry, but I will just leave it at that. Just make note of the area I just entered right now. Because this is a completely different mission in the parallel course. It's worth mentioning, this game is pretty small. There's only 85 stars in it. There's like 8 main stages. There's 3 and then like 2 bonus stages, basically. The SM74 level's a bonus stage. The Bubon Battlefield remake that you're not gonna see is a remake. I don't know what I'm doing. I did not practice before this. I am not locked in on my movement. That's true, Void, but still, there's a lot of complaining about Nod when it came out, and that's why all the Spite updates came out and whatnot. And overall, it honestly probably ended up for the better with Kaizo in general. But it was definitely a really... it was really toxic for no reason. It's really funny. (2015 and 16 were not a bright time for Kaizo players. Or Kaizo makers. But to be fair, I think I would be toxic if my only 2 choices were EE and Nod. Okay, so as promised, we are about to enter the quiz house, and you're about to see the checkpoint glitch or whatever, where it takes you to a different level. So instead of taking me to the quiz house, I'm going to the Sea of Connection, and if I hit this, it will be the most satisfying star in the entire game, to my knowledge, or in my opinion at least. So I'm gonna try and lock in and hit this movement, but it's a very hard stage. I think it's the biggest time loss in the current world record. Okay, man. Side flip. Pretty please. I had a weird amount of speed there, so I had to adjust to that last second, but this is not terrible. Wow, that angle was terrible, though. I might not make that. Okay, I made it. That's a really... I would say I came up with that route. It's, in general, it was around for basically forever when Sombra and Space ran this game, but I threw in a ton of little tricks and optimizations to make it faster, and it's a pretty cool route. Also, this is maybe the hardest star in the game, so... I hope you like Kaizo, because this is just Kaizo with a timer. So what I am doing is I am weaving in and out of the maze on command, which is very hard. I almost hit that trick, but it's basically a mandatory double first ray mole kick, which is really hard to hit. So naturally I missed it. It's only fair. Anyway, now that I have a little bit more time to think, we're gonna go for this star. This star is incredibly boring in a normal playthrough, because you sit on platforms and you wait. But we're gonna do a really cool jump to skip all of that. So right here, we just 1, 2, 3, up, up, and long jump. And just like that, we're over the wall. Really cool star. It's one of my favorite of them run, just because of, like... Also, I played like a wimp on that star. Like, there's some really cool movement you could do, I just didn't do it. But... no glitchy wall kick. I'm sorry, Andrew. I checked my splits and I'm actually 5 seconds behind PB, so I decided to not go for the glitchy. I would have otherwise. Can I please? This run's just barely not terrible enough for me to go for the glitchy. Okay, I'm gonna close my splits because that's just gonna make me nervous if I'm on good pace. Anyway, I would like to mention this is probably... There's two courses that I'd say are contender for hardest splits just because they're consistently really hard platforming with no room for an error. And this is one of them. You just cannot mess up in this stage. It's bad. Like, everything kills you. And Course 5 is the other one. Course 5 is way shorter stars, but they're way more precise, and then this is just everything's hard the whole way through. But it's a little bit longer stars. Anyway, just like that, you're gonna see the exact same star again, but with 1 HP. And it's worth noting the star got like 10 seconds faster in the newest version of this game, which I will talk... I'm really dumb. That's impressive. I don't know how I did that. That's not that bad of a death, thankfully, because I died in one hit, so it's kind of quick, but still, that's a tough death. PB might be out of the cards, but it depends on the late game. My late game's kind of bad in my BB. Anyway, out of there. Out of there. Just like that. That is Overworld 1, that is the first half of the game. I am now on my way to the mirror courses, which are going to be the exact same thing, but way crazier. Arguably, the first half of the run is just like a cutscene to get to the second half, which kinda sucks. The second half is really hard, but the first half is pretty tricky, and I go for relatively optimized first halves, even though I know I can PB with a bad first part, just because I want to be running against a bad ending and not a bad beginning. Anyway, this stage. This is a mashup of Bowser in the Fire Sea, Bowser in the Dark World, and I don't think Bowser in the Sky. I think it's just those two. And yeah, Simple Flips famously made a video about it called The Coolest Level Ever a really long time ago. I wouldn't say it's the coolest level ever, but he was cooking when he made that title because it is a very cool stage. It's absolutely awesome. The movement's really cool. I recently discovered a new faster cycle for 1 star that probably no one's gonna go for because it's so hard, but like, very cool stage. I just barely missed out on a cycle there, which sucks, but C10 is not part of the cutscene. C10 is when the cutscene ends and you're slapped in the face. That was a relatively good ending. Or not ending, I guess, just B1 in general. And I missed the star. That's why I don't talk. Alright. Yeah, not terrible pace here. We should still be on 33 pace, which is awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. If I got a marathon 33, I would lose my mind. Right now, world record is a 32:21, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh! That scared me. Yeah, those boxes, they increase the game's speed. You can grab up to 5 of them. I only grabbed 3 because the other 2 are kind of hard to get, and it makes it really hard to hit the star after the race. So 3 is a good in-between where I could consistently hit the star. And the cool thing is, this isn't a perfect auto-scroller because you can make the Koopa stop earlier if you time it right, which I'm going to try. I'm not going to hit it. Oh, I hit it. GG. I don't know the last time I hit that in a run. And I missed the star. Yo, thank you for the raid, TB. How was the stream? Anyway. So that was the first half of the run. As you can tell, this is the same overworld, just a little bit more destroyed. This is another transition level. I don't know what the point of this level is. It has the cap switches though, so that's cool. If you're playing this game, this is where the cap switches are, spoiler. Those blue stars I'm running by the way, are actually Heathos. They're just reskinned. So that's why they stand there, is just because I'm going by them fast enough to the point when they're not moving. Please, dude. This level is his obligatory forest, dark forest level. He always has one of these in his games, like he uses this theme so much. This one's pretty good, I like it. It's a fun level. Not a fan of that star puzzle, even though the answer is somewhere in the stage, roughly by the spawn. Yeah, the point of this level's tempo. That's true. Okay, let's see if I can avoid messing up the movement this time, because this is probably my favorite beginning movement. Nice. I think that stretch of movement's really fun. Just getting all that slope speed and then chaining it into a speed kick is very, very fun, and I think it looks really cool. Really? I keep pressing the A button early because I have slightly less input delay than I'm used to. It's a little bit of a, like, roulette wheel how much input delay I get, because my controller's wireless. Insert wireless emote. And I got really lucky, which means I'm not used to it. So expect a lot of missed rollouts and stuff. Very nice! That is a very hard star, and I was kind of keeping my mouth shut about it because I didn't want to jinx it. That jump is really scary. Wireless is not love. Wireless is not life. We are wires in this chat. That was not movement I've ever practiced. That was really weird. I don't know why I did that. Wires bop. How about no? Okay, missed Star Ground Pound, but decent split. Decent split. Right here, I'm gonna do a tactical death because it takes me out of this subworld instead of, like, all of that. It puts me out here. It basically skips traveling across that subworld. Very nice. This game doesn't have lives in this version, so it doesn't even matter at all. Okay, I just did not double jump. That's fine. Really spooky stage here. I'm just gonna let you all see it because I don't know if I could commentate over this stage, I'm gonna be honest. Very, very scary stage in general. That small Goomba's really scary. He can bop you if you're not careful. It's pretty hard to get hit by him, but the second you stop paying attention to him, he kills you and you lose like 25 seconds, and that's just like the run's dead. Okay. Yeah, it's true. This does play a remix of Christmas music. I thought it was a coincidence. Like, I didn't think it was actually just the Christmas song, but it is just, in fact, Carol of the Bells. Also, I'm now ahead of PB. Because my PP died to that star. This is my least favorite star on the stage. I'm probably gonna die to it. If I don't, that'd be very awesome and poggers. Jump, jump. 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, that was really bad spacing, so I was scared there, but we're good. We're all good. We are all good. Okay, one more star here. This is another one of my favorite stars in the run. Very, very, very cool. I hope you guys like it as much as I do, because if I don't mess it up, it's absolutely sick. Nice. I could have hit the thing more directly, but, like, nice. That was pretty good. Good. Hardest star in the run. I don't know if that's enough height. Oh! That was so close. That was so close, man. This is the run I swapped at earlier. Second try in a marathon, we'll take it. That skip is absurdly hard. I cannot begin to communicate how many absolute, like, hours I've just spent grinding that. And then we don't get a break. We don't get a break. No breaks. This is course 5. Why would I get a break? Okay, that was the 2 really scary stars out of the way. That was Pog. It's not over yet, but that was the really, really, really hard part of the stage. That's awkward spacing. Works fine. Cool. Let's see if I can actually remember my movement here. I did not. That's fine. Big time loss, but it's fine. And This star is really unfair. I'm probably gonna lose time to it. Because this star just likes to hit you if Invis Wall is more. There we go. There we go. Excellent showcase. Now you guys know what I'm dealing with when I'm playing this game. That was a horrible angle. I might... Okay, that's fine. Okay. Man, that sucks. I was hoping I could come back and PB this, but that's fine. Okay, now I get a little bit more of a break, and I get to go back to my original discussion earlier that I put on hold. This is Course 4. If you think about 2016 US politics, you would understand this course completely. Because what we are at is the US-Mexico border. And that slide area... Jesus, dude, get up there. Hold on. I have to lock in and actually press the A button. Okay, there we go. That is the US-Mexico border. We are going to be crossing the border several times in this run. The slide area in this stage has you flying over the border wall with a ton of pictures of Trump in the background. It's a very funny stage. Not to get political, because, you know, this is a Mario marathon. It is very funny. Scary jump here. Of course I missed it, because I don't know how to time my A presses with no input delay. There we go. Oh, I almost got RNG'd there. That would have been mean. Right here, we're on the border wall. Boom. So what I did right there is, I didn't discuss this when I did it earlier, getting the timer star started, and then just exiting the stage by dying or getting a different star, leaves the timer star running for later. Which means that at the end of this stage, I'm going to be getting that timer star. Oh, damn it. That was almost a first try. This arch is insanely precise. It's really dumb. We should probably clarify an arch is just when you jump up and around and then, like, ledge grab like this. It's a Kaiser term. Dude. Jeez. Very, very hard skip. It's, like, probably frame perfect or double frame perfect. I don't know. It's hard. I miss it so many times, dude. It's crazy. It is actually just so difficult and very inconsistent. I think my PB misses it like twice, and that's the reason that it wasn't really at 32 pace. That def was just a shout out to CB. I had to die the exact same way CB did in his former world record, just a little homage, if you will. Yep. So right here, this is a Keemstar room. Because believe it or not, Brodute's Night of Doom made it onto Keemstar's Drama Alert. There we go. It didn't, but like, it's funny. It's funny, it made it on Drama. It was on Drama Alert. If you think about it, like... Okay, I have to choose Act 2 here to spawn reds later, so quick note there. Really funny. Really, really funny. Boom, da boom. Free star. I think that glitch was relatively new when this game was made, so it wasn't really well known. But it was implemented intentionally in that stage, even though you can beat the timer manually. Like, you can just beat the time. It's intended that you do the timer glitch. I almost didn't make that, and then I'm almost gonna miss this. Psych. See up jump? Nice. Oh, too much! The C-up jump's really difficult. It is frame perfect. It is very, very, very slightly faster. It's not worth going for at all. But because this isn't world record pace, I'm going for it because it's funny. And I hit it, and I held it way too long, so I died. That was a really terrible speed kick. Anyway, as you're probably aware, this is a 41-star speedrun. And I'm at 39 stars. This toad, right up here, will give me the 40th star, and that allows me to enter the final Bowser stage. And you may be wondering, what's the 41st star? The 41st star is in Bowser 2. For whatever reason, this game puts Bowser 2 and Bowser 3 back to back. In Bowser 2, the red coin star takes you into the cage that lets you get to B3, which is very useful. And you can technically get in there without the reds, but it's way harder, and it's slower. Okay, I'm just gonna take an extra lava bounce and hope that's fine. That's not fine. Why is that not fine? Whatever. That's really unfair RNG, okay. I have not had a guy there in forever. That skip right there is something that I popularized. It was done in Single Star Record, like, way long ago in 2018. And I was like, I bet I could do that, and I started doing it, and it took me a really long time to get good at, but I did get good at it, and now basically everyone goes for it in every category, which is really cool. It's a very cool looking skip, and it completely reroutes this entire stage to be like, I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds faster. It's really helpful. It saves a lot of time. Okay. There we go, that's... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, that's very clearly a Tall Mountain remake from Vanilla. I just... Elephant in the room there. Forgot to mention that. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but still. Okay, so Bill Wurst reference right there. I skipped over it because I have a cycle to catch, but the sun is a deadly laser. For all those who are a fan of the history of the world, I guess. Is this Chungus version? I don't know, man. You'll have to find out. I heard it only plays Big Chungus if the whole chat spams Big Chungus. I don't know if it's true, but you shouldn't risk it. Did that star just, like... Whatever. I swear that star just skips part of its spawning animation, but I don't know. Right. Timer ends on Big Star, very similar to just a vanilla speedrun. It should be obvious for whoever's doing timer duty. Here's a little bit of a meme slide. You saw Nyan Cat on one side. That one dude from Zelda CGI or whatever on the left. You used to be able to do a really cool slide skip at the end of the slide where you would clip the warp from the side while falling into a pit just because it barely overextended the area. You unfortunately cannot do it on this version of the game, which means they have to do the whole slide. Really lame. I know. Very depressing. Alright, here we go. It's time. The mechanic of this boss fight is that he runs towards you, so you just get behind the bombs and he'll run into them. It took me a depressingly long period of time to figure that one out. Okay, don't get hit by the fire this time, and I should gold. And... Time. Not bad. Not bad. I can't believe I was ahead of my PB at some point. There we go, Big Chungus. 3451. I got 3450 IGT, so yeah, basically. 3452 RTA. There we go, that's Star Revenge 2 to the moon. The prequel / sequel to Night of Doom. It's complicated, don't ask. You will make Brodude very upset. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that run. I don't know who's next. Let me make sure my stream's muted so I can check. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed, and keep watching the marathon. It's an absolute blast to participate for this, and take care, everyone.
I'm tired.